Welcome to Fabulously Flawed with your host, Marni, where Mondays mean motivation, and by Wednesday, we're dishing out dazzling advice with a Newsweek twist. This is your go-to spot for embracing the mess, celebrating the successes, and never letting anyone dull your sparkle. Join us for laughs, life lessons, and a whole lot of fun. Fabulously Flawed, where perfect is overrated and every flaw is fabulous.
Hey, fabulous friends, fabulous listeners, fabulous everybody. Welcome to Fabulously Flawed Wednesday, Newsweek Wednesday. Of course, I say this in my intro. Why Newsweek Wednesday, Marni? Because I have the humbled, honored privilege to be an opinion writer for Newsweek. They have people who write in for different situations, such as what should I do, relationships, family, parenting, economics, which I don't touch that one. So every Wednesday, I talk about the article. I read the article and what the opinion that I wrote, and then I explain why I wrote what I did. And then to keep it on a theme, if you go to my website, I write a blog regarding the topic of each episode of the Newsweek. So it's just like a break in between my Tuesday and Thursdays with Taylor. It's a little bit of inspiration. I always say the situations are completely different. The circumstances are different, but the feelings and how to handle family members are completely universal. So if there's a message you can get from the situations, I am doing my job and I love talking about this. So this week, it is under the relationships, and the article says, woman expecting friend to work at her business events for free sparks fury. So here's the article. A woman who has been ignoring her friend unless she needs unpaid help has sparked fury online. In a post to UK parenting site Mumsnet user, the user said she felt taken advantage of after realizing that a close friend only contacted her when she wanted help with events. Describing herself as a friendly, enthusiastic, helpful kind of person, the poster cares for her elderly family members and neighbors along with doing volunteer work. However, she recently had a devastating realization that many of her friends only reach out when they need her skills. My quote-unquote friends, said in air quotes, now only ever contact me to volunteer for their latest money-making ventures. I have low self-esteem, and this latest occurrence really upset me. I felt worthless. One of her so-called pals recently asked for help with a large event. She said she obliged and turning up early and working well into the night entirely for free. She said she worked so hard all evening she was sweaty and achy afterwards while she schmoozed and mingled. The event was a great success. She made lots of money and I was happy for her. However, she did not pay me a penny, nor did she even send a thank you message or a box of chocolates or any token of appreciation. That baffles me. A few weeks have passed now, and the poster still feels used, hurt, and insignificant. That is so sad. She knows I'm financially in a very tight spot at the moment. She just messaged me asking if I can help with another event next week, and I don't even want to respond. Please, could you wise mums netters help me come up with a gracious reply that doesn't provoke a disagreement, as my self-esteem is on the floor and I don't have the strength or confidence to argue. Mumsnet was furious on the woman's behalf, but also advised her to stand up for herself, and the post received almost $350, listen to me, 350 comments. Understand that it's okay to say no. Topic of my blog this week. According to Marni Goldman, motivational coach and empowerment coach and author of True to Myself, people often take advantage of others because we allow them to. I truly mean no disrespect when I say that, she told Newsweek. I love that it says she told Newsweek, me quoting it. It's so good for my imposter syndrome. Sadly, there are unhealed versions of us walking around people-pleasing and doing anything to avoid conflict and or feel validated. To stop yourself from becoming an easy target for selfish, uncaring people, Goldman recommends setting boundaries, although it's not always an easy task. Understand that it's okay to say no, she said. Putting up boundaries is so healthy and so crucial for our own self-worth and self-love. As you assert yourself more, you may find that some relationships naturally come to an end. However, you can actively choose to remove people from your life who don't respect you. If a person, place, or thing costs you your peace, it's too expensive, Goldman said. If you feel you have to explain yourself, or if someone isn't happy for all your success and accolades, it might be time to let that relationship go. And don't let people walk all over you. Okay, so I love this one because me, and I think most of us, spend our lives people pleasing. We want people to love us. We don't want an argument. We don't want anybody to not like us. I'm sorry. But what we're doing is we are disrespecting ourselves. When we commit to something, I committed to being the room mom, not going to the parties in the classroom, but room mom, taking care of the important stuff that I didn't have. I had too much on my plate already, and I said yes because I didn't want the teacher to be mad at me. I didn't want my friend who asked me to be mad at me, and I committed to something that I had no idea what I was doing. I got angry at myself. Had I just been honest and said, no, I'm not able to, but thank you anyway, it would have been over and I would have been so happy. You have to be selfish for yourself because all we have is ourselves. And when we agree to things we don't want to do, or we say yes because we are so afraid of somebody being mad at us, you are doing the worst thing and you are disrespecting yourself. So you should be mad at you if there's anyone you have to, how can I put this? When you start to love yourself, you will learn, and you will naturally say, oh my gosh, how can I have used to do this? How can I have allowed myself to hang out with those people or do these certain situations? As you grow and mature and love yourself more, you do not put yourself in situations where people, places, or things can have any kind of effect on you. It doesn't happen. Now that I love myself tremendously, I literally became obsessed with falling in love with who I am and rediscovering or finding out for the first time who I am. I am baffled that I allowed myself to be mistreated and say yes to the parties I didn't want to go to, or events, or pretty much anything. I was so afraid in my marriage, if I said no, my husband would leave me, which is ridiculous. But by saying yes to things that I didn't want to do because I was afraid he would leave me, right there, red flag, not loving myself or having any kind of confidence in my relationship, I always said yes. Okay, I'll do this. Then the event would come or the place would come and I would be miserable and I'd start an argument and provoke because I was angry at myself because I knew I should never have said yes. So it is okay to say no. The people in your life, like I said in the article, are not going to love you any more or any less if you say yes or no. The people you would do things for love you. They already love you for who you are. And I promise you, by saying no, it does not create an argument. And you don't have to give an explanation. I mean, people say no is a complete sentence, but you can also say, I'm sorry, I'm not able to at this time, or thank you so much for thinking of me. It doesn't have to be rude. And people think saying no is an automatic combative, and it's not. It is not a knee-jerk reaction. No, I'm rude. You can turn down an invitation. You can turn down anything and just say, oh, I'm not able to, but thank you so much. So easy. And we put so much thought. Oh my God, they're going to be so mad at us. I have to go because I don't want them to be mad at me. I don't want them to be mad at me. But you know what? It's a hell of a lot better than you being mad at yourself. Trust me. I hate saying the word selfish, but the selfish people are the happiest people, if that makes sense, because you're staying true to who you are and staying true to yourself. So guys, love yourself, love yourself. Do not compare yourself because you don't know anyone else's journey. You don't know what goes behind closed doors. You just need to be the best version you were yesterday, the best version you were 10 minutes ago. all you can do is keep growing and growing and growing. Doesn't mean there's setbacks. Of course there's setbacks, but understanding those setbacks are meant for you to learn. And I say this because I walk the walk, I talk the talk. I'm 54 years old. I've lived through friggin' hell. I have gone through rock bottom's basement, and I am here able to share my story, share my words of wisdom through friggin' Newsweek. So I think I know what I'm talking about. That was a little inspirational moment for myself. So guys, have a wonderful Wednesday. Never let anyone burst your bubble ever, and never, ever, 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 ever let anyone dull your sparkle. This world is too dark and we need more shining stars. So if you have it, illuminate it. Ooh, I like that one. If you have it, illuminate it. Alrighty, guys. I love you so much. Thank you, listeners. Have a wonderful, wonderful Wednesday. Wicked Wednesday is going to be probably coming up in my segments because I am obsessed with Wicked in 1 month. Alrighty. Much love and peace, guys.
Thank you for tuning in to Fabulously Flawed. Remember, every Tuesday and Thursday, it's your time to join Marni and Taylor, the mother-daughter duo that's redefining family time with a twist, putting the fun in dysfunction, one episode at a time. Craving more? Visit us at fabulouslyflawed.com. And don't miss out on the feel-good vibes with our exclusive merch at fabulouslyflawed.net. That's with 2 Ds on Etsy. Keep your sparkles shining and spread that fabulous energy.